She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do? Stop playing. If you gon' do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Able to find Higgins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
9-yard line.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
Brings up 4th down.
This is fielded at the 7. Oh, eluding the tackle. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. One of the best punt returns we'll see, 93 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Mixon.
Joe Mixon.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third and 2, now Burrow. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Caleb Chason drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook, and he's going to get stopped up quickly.
On the carry.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
They're on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, he kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, come on.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 27, Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Garoppolo.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
I got you. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 3 yards to go.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Tackled at the 27.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. He can run. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Garoppolo on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, check. 3 now. Hey, gun. 57. In the face.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
10 yards.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
21. Here we go. 48 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 48 to Mike. Check.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 13 yards out, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes our score 17-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. 21, 21. 48, 48.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
25, check 25, check 25. White. 48 to Mike.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Burrow will throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. K'Lavon Chaisson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down. 3rd and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
48 months. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his 1st touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for St. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check pass.
Now it's Burrow. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of a yard.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Bengals 7.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey, gun. Check Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm coming. Hey, alert.
Play action. Garoppolo. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go. 57, Mike 57. Here we go. I got you. Let's go. Let's bring it. No.
On first down, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So they're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
36. Check 99. Lock.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On second down, Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo now. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Carl Lawson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first. Reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun again to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, and what a terrific play.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they take a knee. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go. Go ahead.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
47 yards.
And out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Now Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And looking at it from the perspective...